What must be done before installing a motherboard inside of a computer case? First, we have install a video card into the PCIe slot. Remember, the PCIe slots is the Peripheral Component Interconnect Express. Now, you don't exactly have to remember what this means, but it's basically where you would take a video card and put it in there. It's on your motherboard. It's in like the lower section. You'd actually do this once the motherboard is already installed inside of the case. Just makes it easier. So no, you don't have to do that before you put it in. So that's not our answer. We have install the SATA cables. This could be done after the motherboard is in the case as well. Doesn't need to be done beforehand. SATA cables are for any like drives that you want to include, any external, which you want to make internal drives. Those are what the SATA cables are. They come off your motherboard. Those can be installed afterwards. Next, we have the installing of the case fans. You can install the case fans before, after, depends on how much room you have in your case. It's not necessary to install them before the motherboard goes in. Technically, all of these you can install before the motherboard goes in, but the question is which must be done before installing a motherboard into the case. The only correct answer would be to install the I/O shield. Now remember, you have the back of your computer case, and then you have the I/O shield, and then you have the motherboard. The I/O shield is shielding the motherboard from the outside world. So the I/O shield has to go on first, and then the motherboard. If we take a look at my computer, we can see my motherboard. It's this Tough Gaming. It's behind this fan, behind my CPU mounted fan, and the I/O shield is back here. You see where everything is plugged into? That's the I/O shield. So that has to go in before the motherboard or anything. And if you don't put it in before the motherboard, you gotta take the motherboard out to put that I/O shield in. I've had many friends that have made that mistake before, so I/O shield first, then the motherboard.